Why haven't Southeast governors united to build a regional railway? In this video, we are going to look into this matter. Imagine traveling from Onitsha to Aba in less than 1 hour. Southeast is one of Nigeria's biggest commercial hubs. It is a home to major markets, manufacturers, industrial clusters, and millions of entrepreneurs. Yet, despite this economic strength, the region has no regional railway connecting its major cities. And all this brought us to this question. Why have Southeast governors not come together to build a railway network? If you look at Southeast region, the entire Igbo land, the region already has everything needed. The region already possesses many ingredients for a successful railway project. Aba is one of Africa's biggest manufacturing hubs. Onitsha hosts one of West Africa's largest markets. Nnewi is Nigeria's automobile and industrial capital. Enugu serves as an administrative and educational center. Owerri is a growing commercial and tourism city. Abakaliki continues expanding in agriculture and solid minerals. And you can see how our economy in Southeast is structured. You see how our region is organized in terms of economic activities. Looking at this, you will ask yourself, why have Southeast governors not come together to build a railway network that connects our major cities together? Are they waiting for federal government that is not even thinking about Southeast? The government that has not even thought about fixing the major federal roads in Southeast? Everybody knows in Nigeria, when it comes to building of projects, developing infrastructures by federal governments, they don't always include Southeast. Anything that has to do with the allocation of federal infrastructure, Nigerian government don't even recognize that Southeast is part of Nigeria. Their marginalization against Southeast will continue to play. In view of all this, there is no point for us to continue to be crying about marginalization. We have been living with it for decades, and it should not be the reason why we should not work on ourselves. We have the capacity, we have everything it takes to make our region great. I know we have some governors that are working very hard to develop their states, working seriously hard to transform their states. We recognize their efforts. We recognize their vision for their states. A governor like Governor Alex Oti of Abia State, Governor Peter Mba of Enugu State, Governor Hope Uzodinma is also trying as well. Soludo is also trying at his own capacity, even though he has so many shortcomings. We see everything they have been doing in their various states, especially Governor Alex Oti and Governor Peter Mba of Enugu State. These two governors, they are wonderful. But this does not change the fact that something is missing. I don't know what these governors do discuss in Southeast Governors Forum. Do they go there to do party or just to have family meeting? Because I have never seen them or heard that they reached agreement in their meeting to develop a transport system that will connect the major cities in Southeast. A transport system that will change the entire Southeast positively. Or even discuss the issue concerning Southeast having a seaport, a functional seaport, irrespective of any state in the region it will be cited. We know that Governor Alex Oti is making an effort towards that, and that kind of project should not be left alone for him to execute. There is a need to have a rail system in Southeast that can connect all our major cities. In Lagos, they have Blue Rail. Lagos state government partnered with foreign investor and they were able to build Blue Rail, transporting passengers to so many parts of Lagos. And the Blue Rail have been generating huge amount of revenue for the state. And Southeast is very, very viable when it comes to transportation business because of the size of commercial activities that are happening in Southeast. Southeast needs a railway system that can connect the major cities in the region, transporting goods from one city to the other. Railway system is a great economic infrastructure that a city can ever have. It is not must that federal government will be involved before a region can have a railway system, or even a state. A state can build it. Southeast has the capacity. We have everything it takes to have a standard railway system that can connect all our major cities together. Southeast is what it is today. It was ranked the most developed region in Nigeria, and all these are not the efforts made by our governors. It was made possible by effort of individuals from Southeast. The developments you are seeing in Southeast today are individual efforts, and our governors are not keeping pace with these individuals by complementing their efforts by building infrastructures, coming up with basic amenities, basic infrastructures that are much necessary. If you check the entire Southeast, looking at the rural places in Southeast, you will find that almost all the villages, all the towns are building good houses. Individuals in so many communities tar their roads. They don't wait for government, especially in Anambra State, Abia State, Imo State. People construct roads, tar the roads in their communities by themselves. And this has become our culture. Billionaires in various communities tar the roads in their communities for their people. Now, you tell me why individuals are doing the work of government and government itself cannot complement their efforts by developing their cities to meet up with the standards. If you look at the kind of solid buildings, mansions, beautiful houses individuals are building in Southeast, there is a need for government to match their effort, to match their strength. Build good roads, solid roads, standard roads to complement this effort. But what we usually see in most part of our region is poorly constructed roads, mediocre projects. But when an individual will build a project, the person will build it to a higher standard, highest standard. I am still standing on what I said. The reason why our region becomes what it is today is effort made by individuals in developing our region. After Biafra War in 1967, we were able to rebuild our region so fast without the help of Nigerian government. People that fought war became more developed than the oppressors, than the people that fought them in the war. We became what we are today because of our resilience, because of our strength, our determination. Our governors in Southeast should be happy that they have the kind of people we have in Southeast today, and they are failing to live up to their expectations. There are some countries that we have the kind of people Southeast have. Do you know in the North, their governors are doing better, far better than our governors in Southeast. They build first-class roads, but the only difference is that their people don't build houses. They don't build projects like our people, and that is the only difference. Imagine if these people have people that are so determined like our people. They would have been far better than us. But in Southeast, we have everything. They have men, they have human capital. We have, what resources do we not have still yet? When some of our governors want to build road projects, they will construct roads that will spoil before even they leave office. If you see some flyovers built by some governors in Southeast, you will ask yourself, do they not travel to other states to see how those people construct flyovers, bridges? Our region is what it is today because of effort by individuals. Igbos are hardworking people. Our people are so hardworking. Anywhere they go, they will develop the place. Anywhere they travel to, they will build and develop. And they have used the same strength to develop their region. Look at the real estate in Southeast. It is booming. Aside Lagos and Abuja, Southeast is a region where real estate is booming more than any other place in Nigeria. Because Igbos are developers. They spend so much in building houses, buying landed properties. That is why real estate business is thriving in Southeast more than any place in Nigeria, aside Lagos and Abuja. But the only problem we have is our governors. They are not building good roads, the standard roads that Southeast deserve. We deserve better than what they are giving us. When you go to North, you will see standard roads, solid roads in so many places, but we will not see the kind of houses we are building in Southeast in their place. Imagine how Southeast would have looked like if we have governors that have high taste, who can build solid roads, first-class infrastructures. If we have governors that can build those things we admire in other countries, in other regions, in so many places. If we have the kind of governors that can build those infrastructures in Southeast, do you know where we would have been? But still yet, we are doing far better, but we need to do more. Our governors in Southeast should step up, even though you cannot do it alone. Partner with foreign investors, and we can achieve that by ourselves. We don't need to depend on federal government for everything, which we know that the federal government is not helping Southeast. You can see how our federal roads look like.